What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Force here with some more Magic the Gathering Duels 2013 expansion. Next up, we're going to be playing against Golgari, and we will be using the blue-red deck. That is the deck that we just defeated in Is It. The blue-red deck has a bunch of ping and burn and draw and, yeah, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? Alright, I get to play first here, and my opening hand is okay, not the greatest, but I really like Quicksilver Dagger, so we're just going to keep the hand and hope we draw into a small early on creature. And since we have Compulsive Research, the probability of that is somewhat high, so let's go ahead and keep this hand, start off with an island, and then we pass the turn to Golgari. And let me show you what's in my hand before we continue. So I've got Spellbound Dragon. This card is very good. It's a 3/5 flying for 5 casting cost, and whenever it attacks, I get to draw a card and then choose a card from my hand to discard. The Spellbound Dragon then gets +X/+O until end of turn, and X is the converted mana cost of the card of the discarded card. So, you know, if I draw a card and say I've got something that costs 3 in my hand, but I draw into a land, I can discard whatever from my hand and pump up the Spellbound Dragon, which is really awesome. And let's see, still haven't really drawn into any creatures, unfortunately enough, besides the Spellbound Dragon. I also have a Quicksilver Dagger, which is an enchant creature. I can tap that creature to have it deal 1 damage to target player and draw a card. The thing is so awesome. Volcanic Geyser, some direct damage here, 2 red +X, it does X damage to a creature or player. And then Compulsive Research, target player draws 3 cards, and then that player discards 2 cards, unless he or she discards a land card. And I really haven't spoke about my opponent yet. Golgari is playing a black-red deck. Let's see what he plays first here. 0/1, whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, that target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. What the hell? That is pretty good. That is pretty good for Golgari. Not so good for me, and I'm gonna kill that thing. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go ahead and do Electrolyze, which we just drew. 2 damage divided how I choose among creatures and players, and I'm gonna do 1 to him, 1 to the creature. I lose 1 life, he gains 1 life because of that stupid creature, but at least it's dead now, and I drew a card, and I drew into, oh, so good, Electrode. Tap it to deal 1 damage to target creature or player. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may untap this creature. Yeah. Card is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright, he's gonna play Ravenous Rats. I have to discard a card. Let's see what I'm going to discard. I'm actually, I guess I'll discard an island. Just to hold on to the rest of this stuff. Ugh. Pains me so. Pains me so. I kind of want to get this into play as soon as possible because this card is really good. I mean, think about it. Whenever I play an instant or sorcery, which this deck is loaded with, I can untap him. That means I get to keep pinging. On top of that, I could throw a Quicksilver Dagger on him and ping him using the dagger so I can draw a card. And then I keep untapping and I can keep doing it. It's good. It is so good. Question is, can Golgari kill this creature this turn? If not, next turn, Pain's gonna start getting laid down. 2/1. When this dies, he gets to search his library for a basic land card, put it into play tapped. That's pretty good, especially since I'm gonna kill it, just because I don't want him to be hitting me with that. So it's gonna die. Not gonna block, because I don't want this to die. Okay, so here's the deal, friends. We throw this into play, all right? Now, I could do this to draw a card, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it this way. First of all, we're gonna tap this to ping that guy right there. I'm trying to get rid of his creatures here. That's my focus. And then I would like to, I could arc, no, you know what? I'm not gonna arc lightning. I'm gonna Compulsive Research to untap him. Okay. Compulsive Research, I draw 3 cards, discard 2 unless I discard a land card. So let's go ahead and I guess we can, I kind of need the lands though, that's the thing. So I might discard 2 cards. I might discard the Jester's Cap. Jester's Cap's really good. I do really need those lands though. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna discard the Cap and an Arc Lightning so I can hold on to the lands. And then during his turn, oh, what the hell? Ugh. I was trying to do that before, I was trying to pause and do that before he played his land this turn, but it didn't work out that way. He plays Star, power and toughness equal the number of creatures in all graveyards, and he can regenerate it for 1 black. This can be, no, not too big. It's only a 3/3. I will kill that pretty quickly here. First thing we're gonna do is I can do 1, 2, 3. Tap it to draw a card. Now, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna ping his creature for 1. And then we're going to Arc Lightning. To finish him off. Okay. And then we say go. So I got a lot of stuff I can do here. He also has 4 cards in his hand though, so it's not like he's sitting on nothing. Obviously. 4/3, sack a creature. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Another creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. That is good. Another good thing of his, another good card. We're gonna deal 1 damage to the player during his turn. This is an interesting game, I suppose. Alright. I don't want him to be able to activate that. I mean, he could sacrifice his own creature, which is, I guess it's not that silly. Let me think here. Getting this guy in play soon would be pretty good. So maybe I'll play him now. So we're gonna get him in play. He's our 3/5 flyer. Then we're gonna say go. I don't think he can play a creature and sack it this turn. Yeah, he oh no, target creature. Okay, so he is pumping up his and lowering mine. Consume strength. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Another creature gets -2/-2. It's a card that he just played. So since that's happening, I'm gonna ping him before he kills off my my 0/1. That's unfortunate. And then he's gonna, what is this? Troll Ascetic. 3/2 hexproof that he can regenerate. I can't do anything to that. I can't target that at all. He's gonna hit me for 6, which will bring me down to 12. Not gonna block it. Don't want this guy to die. Okay, wow. Drew into another one, huh? Let's go ahead and play that then. Alright, so here's the deal. I can attack with this guy, so we're going to. We attack with 3/5. I draw a card, and then whatever I discard, he gets pumped up and does that much damage. We're actually gonna go ahead and discard our Lightning Elemental. It's got a 4 casting cost. It'll make him a 7/5, swings for 7. My opponent is down to 10. We play a land for the turn, and then we'll be saying go. All right, consume strength. He's gonna do that to this guy. Then, when Abyssal Gatekeeper dies, each player sacrifices a creature. Wow. The black-red deck's pretty cool. I'm sorry, the black-green deck is what I'm saying. All right, so he's gonna attack here. And he's got no cards in hand. He will be doing me 9 damage. And that's it. So I will just take it. and then we'll kill him this turn. He's got no cards in hand, so he doesn't have a fog or anything crazy like that. And that means we win right here. And heck, we could win for a multitude of reasons. We could also Volcanic Geyser him. But let's just go ahead and do it this way. We're going to attack. So I will be drawing 2 cards. I should be drawing 2 cards, 1 for each of them. I will discard the dagger. Draw another card. I will discard... Reverberate's pretty darn good. But I'll have the guys. It doesn't really matter. We're going to win during this combat phase. Golgari is dead. Goodbye, my friend. All right, there you go. Pretty good. Unlocked his deck and also unlocked Breaking Point, which is an awesome card. And since we have just unlocked the black-green deck, what we are going to do here, returning to the campaign ladder, I am going to take a brief moment to edit the deck, and then we will come back and start the revenge campaign. So I'll see you in a second. All right, we are back, and I have just edited this deck right here, the black-green deck, and we're now going to be moving into the revenge campaign, playing the black-green deck, and we'll be playing against the token deck, which is the green-white deck, I'm pretty sure. That's the one that this guy has. And let's take a look. I'm really excited because this black-green deck is pretty awesome. However, this opening hand is kind of rough, so we're going to draw a new one. And that's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, we will keep this hand. We will keep it. And then hopefully he passes the turn. There you go, do nothing. Yes, exactly. All right, let me show you my hand. Abyssal Gatekeeper 1/1. Whenever it dies, each player sacks a creature. I also have this. 0/1. Whenever a Blood Artist or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Vulturous Zombie, 3/3 flying. Whenever a card is put into opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on Vulturous Zombie. I've got 4 lands for Grave Pact. Whenever a creature you control dies, each other player sacks a creature. Consume Strength, target creature gets +2/+2. Another creature gets -2/-2. And then lastly, Consuming Vapors. Target player sacks a creature, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Plus it has Rebound. Good old Rebound. Spells with Rebound don't go into your graveyard when they're done resolving like normal spells. Instead, they're moved to the exile zone at the beginning of your upkeep, cast it again for free. Huzzah! Turn 2. Selesnya, anything, yes. Look at this. What is this? 2/2. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each untapped creature you control. That's pretty darn good. Just drew into Sack of Forest, gain 3 life. Dark Heart of the Wild. Could also play Blood Artist, could also play Abyssal Gatekeeper. Abyssal Gatekeeper it is. See what he does here. Plays Dauntless Escort. You can sacrifice it. Creatures he control are indestructible this turn. That is so good. Holy heck. Well, I'm gonna block. So he'll either be sacrificing this now or sack that. Sacks that, okay. So there you go. He's able to get rid of one of his creatures in the transition there. I'm gonna play my 2/1. When it dies, I gotta search my library for a basic land card, put it into play tapped. Which I need badly, because I'm getting super mana screwed already. Love it. Not. He won't attack. Very smart of him. If he had another creature, he definitely would have attacked there, but he doesn't, so he didn't. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, Consume Strength? I could do all sorts of shenanigans with that. I could also just wait to do it, though, and throw down a Blood Artist into play now. Let's throw a Blood Artist into play. So whenever another creature dies, he's going to lose 1 life, and I'm going to gain 1 life. And I am going to attack with my 2/1. Yes, I am. I'm going to do this right now. He's probably not going to block it. Lets it go through. Brings him down to 18. And then I say go. Consume Strength is going to be nasty. I don't think he's going to be looking forward to this. He attacks for 2. It doesn't get pumped up at all. Because he's got no other creatures in play. I wonder why. Is he going to play a creature in the second phase? No. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. Ooh, Spore Frog. Sacrifice it to prevent all damage that will be dealt this turn. Good. I could also throw down a Consume Strength, which is kind of what I want to do here. What I kind of want to do is start drawing lands. Look at this. I get so mana screwed sometimes. I understand it's part of the game and it's random, but still, it can be a little frustrating, to say the least. I'm gonna Consume Strength this guy. Gonna give my guy +2/+2. Give him -2/-2. What is he playing? Until end turn, target creature gets +3/+3, and other creatures you control get +1/+1. So he plays that just to save his creature. Okay. That's fine. I can still hit him for 4, which we do here. So he is now down to 14. And you know what? It's better that he uses this to save that one creature than later on when he's got a ton of creatures in play and all of a sudden he's smacking me in the face really hard, you know? Why am I so mana screwed? Look at this. This guy's got 6 lands in play. Well, this, I mean, you know, this is about to come out with another basic land into play tapped. And I'm sitting here with 3. 3. Damn you, Magic. And the randomness that occurs. Okay. Ravenous Rats, that'd be good. Could do Ravenous Rats plus my Spore Frog. Let's go Spore Frog first. Ravenous Rats next. Force him to discard a card. What is he discarding? Oh, yeah, that's a token thing. Why didn't he play that? Excuse me. Why hadn't he played this already? I'm surprised that he didn't play that a turn or 2 prior. Not sure, guys. Huh? I don't know, maybe he had something else in mind. He was holding on to that. Plays another Evolving Wilds. I'm still sitting here with 3 mana. And there's the big beast. Groove Guardian. Tap 3, put a token into play, sack Saproling to give other Saprolings +1/+1 till end of turn. Yeah, that's good. That is really good. And I am still screwed for them manas. Unreal. Unreal. Kind of really want to play this. But I have no mana. I'm gonna save this guy to block. Forget it. Forget it. I'm saving him to block. I want this thing to die so I can get another land in play. It is unbelievable how different of a game this could be if I had 1 more mana. See what he's only got 1 card in hand too, but he does have this. I mean, he's gonna start getting crap tons of tokens. It's gonna be crazy. Please attack me so I can get more mana. Killing off my stupid creature. Come on, just do it. Just attack me. Thank you. Oh, good lord. Die. So this dies, I get a land in play, he loses a life, I gain a life. Because of this guy right here. I have 2 Blood Artists in play. It's gonna happen twice. Alright. So I'm gonna be up to 18, he's gonna be down to 10. I forgot I had 2 Blood Artists in play. Wow. Alright, so. Thank you for drawing into a land. I can throw down a Rancor. I could do Consuming Vapors. He's just gonna sack a stupid token. It's so annoying. be nice to have, huh? Alright, well, he's just gonna keep getting tokens anyways, so I might as well just do this now. Also, these are triggering off of that too, which is a good benefit. Both of those triggering. I'm up to 21, he's down to 8. And it's rebounded, so it comes back next turn during my upkeep. And I'm gonna say go. Having both of these guys might win me the game. Even with all the other terribleness that's been going on with this deck. Those two guys might very well win me the game. He plays. Enters the battlefield, he gains 4 life. Screw you. He can tap 2, sacrifice it to regenerate each creature he controls. Well, whoop-de-doo, buddy. Yeah, I know, you're probably gonna win. Combat phase. Is he gonna attack me with the 4/5? Or what? Just the 2/2? And it's gonna get pumped up for his untapped creatures. So we're gonna block this with a 1/1. At which point he will lose 2 life, I will gain 2 life. Because this guy's dying. Then taps 3 and plays another token and puts another token into play. Cast this exiled spell. Cast it on him again. He loses 2. I gain 2. Sacks another token, of course. The card is like worthless with tokens in play, but what the hell else was I gonna do, you know? Alright, I could throw down a Rancor on one of my creatures. Unfortunately, like, I'm gonna throw it on him, but I don't necessarily want him to die, because I want to save him for blocking. Also gonna play Dark Heart of the Wild, where I can sack a forest to gain 3 life. Yeah, like I'm gonna be sacking any lands this game. I need a 5th. Vulture Zombie. I got 2 of them. I'd like to play them both. This game is far from over, okay? Like, I'm doing alright, but it's unreal to me how mana screwed I got this game. Like, this is more than your normal type of mana screw. Like, this is really horrendous. Enters the battlefield, gets to put a land. Okay. So, let's see what he attacks with here. I'm gonna make my decision based off of that. I mean, it could just let it go through. Oh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna block, I'm gonna sack this guy. Right? Sacrifice him, prevent all combat damage will be dealt this turn. And in the process, well, this one creature dies, so he loses 2 life, I gain 2 life. Unfortunately, that was like my lifeline right there. Rancor returns to my hand, all damage was prevented. Combat damage. Ooh! Sweet. When this guy dies, get to take 2 basic land cards into my hand, which I absolutely positively need. Okay, that's actually pretty darn cool here. So he'll probably attack this turn, and I will block and get my 2 lands, and then I'll get my 5th next turn, and then I'll be able to play Vulturous Zombie. Could also throw a Grave Pact into play, but I'll probably play the... He plays 2/2, gets to pump up creatures, or makes the Prolings. He can do one or the other this turn with his untapped lands. Might pump up all of his creatures. But I'm at 28, he's at 6, and remember, these 2 cards right here are pretty key. Pretty key. Actually, you know what I should do? Watch this. I'm gonna block off one of his creatures that will result in a death. I'm gonna take the 8, but block off a 1/1 with my 2/1, And so what happens here, since that dies too, that triggers this as well. What is he gonna play? Exile target creature? Damn it! So he exiles my creature. So none of that happens. And he gives everyone +1/+1. And that is 10, 12, 14 damage. I'm down to 18, he is at 6. I cannot believe that. I drew into a land, which is good, but is it enough to save me? That's the question. So I'm gonna play this. I'm pretty sure I win this game. It's just not like I'm winning because of the Blood Artist that are losing him life and gaining me life. I'm not. I wanted to do so many other things this turn. I mean, this card's amazing, but I'm just gonna be using it as a chump blocker. That's it. This card can be really, really good. It can get pumped up really quick too, but for me, it's just gonna be a blocker. That's it. That is all it will be. See what he does here. Now remember, I can also sack lands. I can sack a forest to gain 3 life. I've got 2 forest in play. So that's 6 life there that I can gain. The need should arise. Okay, so he is hitting. He can pump up his guys twice. He can give everything +2/+2. All right. Now I can block one of his 1/1s. That'd be too much damage. 6, 12, yeah, that'd be way too much damage. I have to block one of his bigger creatures. If I block one of his 1/1s though, that would bring him down to 2 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm dead no matter what, actually. Well, you know what? How is this all gonna trigger, though? How is this all gonna trigger here? Do these guys trigger off of each other even while they're all dying? Because if so, I'm gonna give this a shot. All right. I'm also, to play it safe, going to sacrifice both my forests. All right, let's see how this all triggers off of each other. He's gonna be pumping up his creatures, yep. I know that. At least 3. Is it gonna be another 3 around? Do they all trigger one after each other? They do! Not. They do! Oh, holy crap. That was the stupidest game of Magic I've ever played. And the fact that I didn't even know if they all triggered off of each other. I thought they might have, and clearly with the stack they did, and that ended up being just enough damage. So here's what happened. Those 3 creatures that, now I had those 2 blood, guys, all right? I had those 2 blood artists plus another creature. So with the stack, their effects were all able to resolve even though they were dying. I think the way it works is everything technically dies at the same time, but when you stack it, I think this game has the stack. It must, if that all worked. But basically what happened is this was able to resolve. These 2 that I had in play were able to resolve off of each other, even though I guess you would technically think one would be dead, and so that they wouldn't be able to trigger off of each other, but they did. So I had 3 creatures die, and then with 2 Blood Artists in play, I gained 6 life, he lost 6 life for the kill. That is hilarious. Oh, I can't believe that worked. Oh my gosh, I hated that game. I hated that last game that I just played. This deck is so cool and can do so many cool things, but I got so mana screwed that game, I wasn't able to show off really any of it. Just barely surviving and killing with some stupid freaking Blood Artist. Alright, so this deck has, let me show you the deck really quick. Rancor, Target creature gets +2/+0 and trample. When this goes in the graveyard, you get to put it back in the hand. Spore Frog, I can sack it to prevent all combat damage will be dealt in a turn. Abyssal Gatekeeper, 1/1 for 1. When it dies, each player sacks a creature. Blood Artist, you guys know about them. Dark Heart of the Wood, sack a forest to gain 3 life. Go for the Throat. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Yeah. Ravenous Rats, a 1/1. Comes into play, target opponent discards a card. You get Viridian Emissary. When it dies, I get to search my library for a basic land card, put it into play tapped, get a few of those. Bloodflow Connoisseur. Sack a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Bloodflow Connoisseur. Consume Strength. Target creature gets +2/+2, another gets -2/-2. Ooh, Golgari Germination. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put a 1/1 green Saprolan creature token onto the battlefield. Maelstrom Pulse, destroy target non-land permanent, all of the permanents with the same name, and all of the permanents with the same name as that permanent. Got 2 of those in this deck. Mind Rot, target player discards 2 cards, 2 of those. Pernicious Deed, card is amazing. Costs 3 to play, it's an enchantment. I get to tap X and sacrifice it. Destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with converted mana cost X or less. It is amazing, it really is. 3/2 hexproof to regenerate, 2 to regenerate. Yevamai Elder, it's a 2/1. When it dies, I get to search my library for 2 basic land cards, put them into my hand, and I can tap 2 to draw a card, sack it to draw a card. Consuming Vapors. Destroy target player sacrifices a creature, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness, plus it has rebound, so it comes into play. I play it, and then it gets played again during my next upkeep. Creekwood Liege, 2/2. Other black creatures get +1/+1. Other green creatures that get +1/+1. Ones that I control. And at the beginning of my upkeep, I get to put a 1/1 black and green creature token into the battlefield. I can't believe I didn't get to play that. That would have been awesome. Damnation. 2 colorless, 2 black. Destroy all creatures. They cannot be regenerated. Hello, Wrath of God for black. Defense of the Heart. This would have been nice last game, too. So many things would have been nice last game. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice Defense of the Heart, search your library for up to 2 creature cards, and then put them into the battlefield. Yeah. Grave Pact. Whenever a creature you control dies, each of the player sacks a creature. Greater Good. 4 lands, sack a creature, draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, and then discard 3 cards. Mordivore, Star, that is power and toughness equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards, plus it can be regenerated. Couple of those. Sewer Nemesis, Star. Enters the battlefield, choose a player. The Sewer Nemesis power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in the chosen player's graveyard. It's the number of cards, not just creatures. And then whenever a chosen player casts a spell, that player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Just think about that. Darn good. 4/4 flying, target creature tap 2 black and an X. Target creature gets -0/-X until end of turn. And then this card gets +X/+0 until end of turn. Spiritmonger, which I just got another one from winning the last game. Whenever Spiritmonger deals damage to a creature, put a 1/1 counter on Spiritmonger. Tap a black to regenerate it. Tap a green to make it become the color of your choice until end of turn. So this is really good if someone has something that's like, I don't know, destroy target creature of a certain color, or destroy target creature that destroy target non-black creature or something. Now, this creature is already black, so I guess that wouldn't work in that situation. But for example, again, you can make it a color that you want to play into spells that are directed towards certain colors or restricted to certain colors. Vulture Zombie, 3/3 flying. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on Vulture Zombie. I use this as a chump blocker. This card that's so good, I had to use it as a chump blocker last game, and that's it. And here's another reason I'm so peeved about getting so mana screwed. The highest casting cost card in this deck that I have is 5, and I only have a few of those. Everything else is like 4 and below. It is unreal. It is unreal. Ugh, whatever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that game, even though it was horrendous. And that's it. We're gonna, next video, we will be continuing the Revenge campaign for the expansion. Probably do these 2 decks here, and then the last video will be these 2, and then after that we'll be taking a look at some multiplayer with these decks. Should be a lot of fun. More MTG coming in the future. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe, and as always, keep watching and keep owning.